first reason that they're not passing is because almost everyone that's going down there is already supported by the PACs and special interests. No one who's going to be supported by any special interest is going to go down there and cut off the hand of the one that's fed him or her to go through this election. So the first thing you need to do is realize if you truly want this job as a public servant, then you do not accept PAC money in any way, form, or fashion. Then you will get a genuine person down there that is down there for the people of Cullman County. With respect to some of the other reform and legislation that needs to be done, you're asking me to do something that people will not do down there because they want to pay attention to what their own parties want. They want to pay attention to what the PACs want. There are many things that could be accomplished if you would just put all this aside, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen as long as you start sending people down there who are beholden to a special interest group. You're asking me to go on with the second part of the question, but you never get to the second part of the question that you're asking because we cannot get past the first. Once we address the first part, then we can start addressing the second. Thank you.
This is going to be touched on, and I touched on this a little earlier. A lack of political will or a lack of courage, if you want to use that term, is why you don't see these bills being passed. Folks get down there, they become complacent. They see the money coming in, they see the trips, they see the dinners, and they want it to continue. This is not a good thing. This is not why you go down to serve the public. It's just wrong. So to me, the reason why it's not passing, it's a lack of political will. It's a feeling of entitlement on the behalf of some of your legislators. That is why it fails. Two crucial things, and we mentioned one earlier, banning PAC-to-PAC transfers. The second one is full disclosure by all lobbyists, not only of what they spend, but I think the services they provide, not only to those who are sitting in the legislature, but for those who are running for office as well. It's good enough to see a flyer come out, paid for by friends of whomever. It should be paid for by this group on behalf of this candidate. That's where you get to your transparency and your openness, where the people get a chance to see who is behind this particular representative, senator, or candidate.
Yeah, I'm all for banning the PAC-to-PAC transfer and making it plain where the money's coming from. And they're, y'all might not know, but they're kind of throwing at me because I did get endorsed by the Alabama Farmers Federation. But as I understand, they interviewed most of the candidates and they chose me as being the most qualified to go down to Montgomery and serve us here in Cullman County. Because I do have strong conservative values. I bring honesty to government. I provide conservative leadership with meaningful results, and that's what we need to demand out of our government. And like I say, I'm against the PAC-to-PAC transfer. We need to know where the money's coming from, and all this stuff they're talking about is in your reports. You can go look at the reports and see where the money comes from. But I'm not ashamed of taking the Farmer Federation's money because I'm a working guy. I needed the help. And I think if these guys had got it, they'd have been the same way. They would have took it with open arms. So I really want to say I'm not obligated to no one. As I am in county commission, I will come in and do what's right for the Cullman and Cullman County. And I'll work hard and be honest and talk with everyone. I always got an open door policy. And that's just where I stand. Most folks that knows me will tell you that I believe in certain things and I'll stand on those items. And what we're lacking down there, get this stuff done, is leadership, and I'll provide that leadership. Thank you.
The reason that it does not pass has already been addressed, but I'm going to repeat it. It's strictly the fact that the people who are receiving the benefits from the PAC-to-PAC transfers and the lack of transparency of where the money comes from, they like it like that. And I think it's ridiculous for a representative or a lobbyist to be able to spend $250 a day on a legislature or a legislator and there not be a record of that reported to the people. That's the reason it hasn't passed. What's going to be necessary for it to pass is for the composition of the representatives and the senators at the level in Montgomery to change, because the ones there have proven they like it is, and move forward on this to get it passed. We're going to have to change the mindset of those who are still there, or change the people that are there to be able to do anything on moving forward. There's a couple of things that I think needs to happen. First off, we don't need voice votes. It's just like with the 62% pay increase, it needs to be a recorded vote so that the people of your district, you will know who voted for what, and there will be no dispute on who voted for what, because on a voice vote there is no record, and on the pay increase it was gavelled through. Thank y'all.